The theme for this month's program is pleasure in receiving, appreciating men. Who of us does not enjoy being given a fine? You brothers, do you take pleasure in receiving a colorful but? Or you sisters, do you not delight in being given an exquisite? But what if you took that silk tie or silk scarf and used it to polish the giver? What is the point? Well, Jehovah and Jesus have given us a fine in the form of the elders. But as we will discuss, all of us must make sure that we always show appreciation and respect for the by means of Jesus. Jesus conquered Satan and his world. As a world conqueror, figuratively, he has captives and has given them as gifts to the congregations. How useful are these gifts in man? Well, please look at verses 11 and 12 for the answer. And he gave some as apostles, some as prophets, some as evangelizers, some as shepherds and teachers, with a view of the holy ones, for ministerial work, to build up the body of the Christ. Notice, they would be evangelizers, taking the lead in the all-important preaching and disciple-making work. They do not simply say to the publishers, they say, come with us. Let's work together the flock. Bah. Goodbye, little sheep. Additionally, they are teachers, the flock with nourishing spiritual food. But now we ask, how does Jehovah tell us that we should feel about these hard men? Let's go. How can we demonstrate that we do deeply these dear brothers? The first way, by wholeheartedly with them. Please turn to Hebrews chapter 13 and verse number 17. And this scripture describes how deep. Verse 17, be obedient, submissive, damaging to you. Notice, we are told to be obedient. Clearly, this means that we're supposed to comply with or obey what they tell us. Well, what if we said, okay, I'll do what the elders suggest. I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. We should be obedient and submissive, even if what the elders are asking us to do is not the best, most efficient way to do something. Permit me to illustrate this point. Admittedly, the illustration is somewhat exaggerated, but hopefully it will make the point. Please imagine that the elders decide that the outside of the Kingdom Hall needs to be painted, and that all the publishers will be given a small 2-inch with which to paint. Now, what could happen? The publishers could get all upset concerning this request of the elders, saying, it is ridiculous that the elders want us to paint with a small 2-inch. Consequently, some could start campaigning for the right for everyone to use a 6-inch. Can't paint with a 2-inch. Be obedient and submissive to the elders. So why don't we go ahead and support the elders? Now, what would be the outcome? The Kingdom Hall would get painted. The publishers would get to enjoy a lot of good. They'd be working together for a long time. The elders would be very encouraged. Satan would be sad. And Jehovah's heart would be made glad. Well, what is the point of this hyperbole illustration? Being obedient and submissive to those taking the lead is much more important than how something is done. That is the attitude that Jehovah will richly bless. Do you periodically go up to various elders and say something like, "Brother Elder, thank you for your hard Please be assured that we appreciate it." Appropriately, Jehovah tells us at Proverbs 3:27, "Do not withhold those to whom you should give it, if it is within your power." How long does it take you to? Some elders have every week, sometimes more than one. While gaining experience in speaking is certainly helpful, the fact remains that good talks require hard work. Remembering all of this should move us to regularly offer sincere commendation to our hard elders. We will prove to Jehovah and Jesus that we love, respect, and appreciate the divine gifts, our gifts in men, that they have so generously to us.